Hey everybody, I'm finally getting around to recording a preview of the actual Greenvale Vineyards 5K that we are supposed to be doing tomorrow morning. I'll tell you a little bit about the race, and then I'll tell you something about the gear that we chose. So first and foremost, it's in Portsmouth, Rhode Island, and our starting, I guess they must have had like so many people originally. I think it was supposed to be at 10 o'clock. They had so many people sign up that they have two corrals. So we chose the earlier corral just because it came up a few weeks ago, and we were like, let's worry about what the weather's going to be, because obviously it's July and we weren't really sure what it's going to be. It's been raining for a couple of days here, so it's probably going to be quite humid. I'm not really sure what the projected humidity will be, but hopefully at 8 o'clock in the morning it's not too bad. Right now the high for the day is projected to be 89 degrees, but obviously 89 degrees will be sometime in the afternoon. So looking at step off time for us, it's going to be about 79. So and I expect it's probably, I know it's a vineyard, but I'm expecting there's like probably not going to be a lot of shade, because like most vineyards I've been to, the grapevines are maybe 6 to 8 feet tall. And it looks like we're going to be running through a lot of vineyards and not, maybe a lot of trees. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I've never been to this vineyard. I've been in this area before, but I've never been like down those specific streets. I've been close to it, within a couple of miles of it, but it's like right on, I guess that's probably the Saconnet River. And so, like, as it goes down toward the river, I assume there's going to be not that many trees. I don't know. Hopefully there'll be some breeze there. But, yeah, like I said, as of right now, it's only projected to be a 6-mile-an-hour wind. And it's supposed to have, like, no clouds. Oh, the humidity's projected to be 69% humidity at that hour in the morning. So, let's talk about the course. So this is what they sent us as their course on Map My Run. It says it's only 2.65 miles. I assume that means that like part of this is going to get repeated. Like I said, I'm not too crazy familiar with this area. I know that you can just see that it goes down right by the river. I've only ever been out on this like main road here. I've never been further down here. So 2.65 miles isn't quite a 5K, so I'm expecting, I don't know, yeah, okay, that must be the start, that green thing. Unfortunately, because like none of us have ever done it or are that familiar with that area, you can see that it's not really roads, right? So these farm fields obviously aren't really farm, it's vineyard. So I have looked at some of the photos that they've had on their site for like the actual vineyard, and that's about the best I can see. So it does look like there are some paths and stuff there. Obviously, like this looks paved, right? But I'm thinking this part's probably going to be grass. I bet this is a path. I'm assuming that's the road. So that'll be good. These might be like more formed paths, but once you get out into these like grassy or through the vineyard areas, I bet it's going to just be like grass. Maybe we might be lucky. You can kind of see there that sort of looks like they have some paths that go through. So if it's a little more packed and it's not pavement, I don't think that'll be too terrible. But if it's just, I mean, this is a path that like I'm sure a tractor has taken. But I live on a farm, and I'll tell you what, some of the paths that we have for the tractors are not really beat down enough to really be considered solid. So I'm thinking that, though, that lesser mileage, they must have us turn around more than once. So it looks like we're going to go up this way, go here, come all the way back down, run around. These stops, they must be for water or something. Oh, mile markers, okay. I don't even know if there's going to be water. I'm bringing water anyway because I've been practicing hydration. I'm going to be used to it. At 79 degrees in the sun, I'm going to want it. But anyway, going back this way, out and around, and then back in. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if, because it's only 2.85 miles, if there's like another part where you turn around and go back or something like that. Or that maybe they expanded around further about the fields or something like that. But this is what they sent us, their like proposed course. And it is officially timed, so I'm sure they're going to have to make it officially a 5K. but I don't know what they're gonna do. So let me tell you about my gear. So I decided to use a different set of shoes for tomorrow. Last time I had used like a trail running shoe and they were great. But I'm just kind of doing this as an experiment. I'm not feeling as ready for tomorrow as I normally do because I did a long run yesterday and this is going to be really early in the morning and I haven't been like as good to myself because like we went out for my dad's birthday and like we had drinks and stuff, so like I don't know if I'm going to be super hydrated for tomorrow. I'm trying to drink extra. I tried to drink a little bit extra earlier today, but I took a long nap because it was Saturday. So I don't know how much of that I'm getting in. But anyway, so I chose these lighter shoes for two reasons. One, I want to do the experiment of not having like a trail running shoe with me. But two, also that these are in fact black. So I'm thinking that when I'm running off-road, first of all, I'm 100% expecting that my shoes are going to get wet. But it's only for the 5K, so I'll just deal with it. I mean, like the other day I ran a torrential downpour and I was okay. I've had my shoes run through grass or puddles and stuff like that. They get soaked. I'm sure it would really suck for like the half marathon, but for 3.2 miles, 5K, not too worried about it. But I am worried about them getting dirty because it is off-road. So if they're black shoes and I wipe them off later, they're not going to look too bad. So that's why I picked those. Also, I'll show you my hydration belt. Sorry, so I had a little bit of trouble using screen record and it's just being a punk and it's late at night, so I don't really care. I know the sound is going to be a little bit worse and the video is going to be a little bit worse, but hey, it is what it is. So anyway, my hydration pack I wanted to show you all. This is the one that I've been using. It was cheap on Amazon. It comes with an 8-ounce flask. I bought 2 other flasks for it because I expect that's probably about what I'm going to need when I do the marathon. I've only run one day where I've actually had more than one flask, and obviously I didn't finish it, but I've been taking a swig of like 1.5 to 2 ounces per mile after I take my hydration tablets. So that's my plan tomorrow, is to kind of just keep doing as I've trained. I'm gonna bring 3 of the electrolyte tablets. I'll bring my 1 water because I'm not even sure if there's water involved in this race. Let me take a quick look and see if I can get a picture of the stuff so that you can see like the kind of swag we're supposed to get. I'm sure we'll tell you more about it, but let me pull it over and you guys can take a look and see. So this is the event page for it. I think we only paid like $35 because we signed up early enough, but this is supposed to be the stuff we're getting: a collapsible wine glass. I guess we're getting a medal and a shirt. I did not order any of the extra stuff. None of the other fat turtles added any of the extra stuff. But I'm sure it'll be, I think it's like these generic pictures from other vineyards that they do this at. But yeah, like this is the map that I had just shown you guys. It looks like it's gonna be a typical race that's more off-road, I guess. I don't know what to say about that, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm trained for further than that. I've done a little bit of off-road training, not nearly that much. But I think like if I ran the other day, I ran a 5 mile on the road. Actually, I had to jump off the road a couple of times. I think if I can do 5 miles off the road, I can do 3 miles. I mean, 5 miles on the road, I can do 3 miles off the road. So, and like worst case scenario, you walk, right? And who doesn't like walking through beautiful scenery like a vineyard? So, other things that we have for tomorrow, I'm gonna be wearing my regular favorite brand of biking shorts, but the host did get some shirts made for us. So we will have our own Fat Turtle Racing t-shirts, and then on the back they have a QR code to our YouTube page. And I'm not really sure what this will look like with my harness on, or the host harness for the phones, but hopefully you'll still be able to scan the QR or whatever. It will be super visible. This is our first iteration of the shirt. I'll tell you what, this shirt feels like. It's gonna be hot except for the fact that it's a light color, that's good, but it's definitely like a more thick knit material, so I'm gonna have to explore some options in the future for different things with that. I think too, not sure. Probably if I remember to do it when I go downstairs, I'm probably gonna pack like a sweatband, and I'm definitely going to take the advice of one of my friends at work that is a regular runner. It's like train for a marathon at all times, especially because it's going to be in the morning. And I was telling you I was worried about my wet feet. I think that tomorrow I will definitely be bringing like a pair of slides with me so that I can at least take my wet sneakers off. I might even take my wet socks off if they're that bad, and just change my footwear before we get into the. I'm not sure if we get one or two glasses of wine, but to go back into the vineyard and get the wine pour. And if you've never been to a 5K before, like especially something like this where it's going to be in a weird location, I might recommend that like you bring like a camping chair or something just in case. I mean, there might be seating here, but like there's probably more people than they're used to getting. So I always have a camping chair in my car in the summer. So I'm going to be doing that. Sunblock, bug spray because of these dang flies. I'm not really sold on the hats yet, so I don't think I'm going to wear my Sprints hat tomorrow. So I'm thinking that's why I'm probably going to wear the sweatband if I remember to pack one, because I've been definitely getting like a run down like the side of my temples of it's probably coming from in my hair, and this I get like a lot of sweat. I come back and my hair is actively wet from running, so it's probably just like somehow it pools and comes down this way. Also, that's like where my hairline stops, so it's probably just running down my skin. And I'm also going to bring some hydration for after because I'm not just going to hydrate with wine because I'll probably die. And it's only going to be hotter by the time we get back at the end of the 5K. So I'm shooting for, I guess, like under 45 minutes would be fantastic. Um, it would be fantastic if I could beat my time from 3 weeks ago, but it is a different terrain and I have been training differently and I am tired, physically tired from running, so I can't, no guarantees on that. But hey, like it is what it is. And as long as I don't injure myself and I finish, then I will be pretty happy. But I would like to at least say it like my training times, like you guys know, you've been following them. I'm thinking like when I ran I haven't posted the video from the 5 mile run, but when I did the 5 mile run, it was like my average over the 5 miles was like 14:09 or something. So if I could do that, I'd be happy. I'd be even happy if I did like 14:30 to 15-minute miles. So like I said, if I can finish under 45, I'll be pretty happy. Um, won't be happy if I go above that. But of course, like, gotta listen to my body. If tomorrow's too hot or it's too humid and I just can't do it, although I've been training for that kind of condition, I'll worry about it then. But the race starts at 8 o'clock, and I think we're set up to stream at 7:30. So I don't know if we'll catch any of you probably in bed tomorrow. Um, but if you go over to our YouTube page. That's where we're going to be live streaming. Not going to be live streaming on Facebook because we don't have enough followers yet. But you can always click over to YouTube and watch it later because even though it's live, it records like a regular video. So like, follow, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you all in the morning.